Hey, this is Rabbi Andy, Temple Emmanuel, Greensboro, North Carolina, and this is our next installment of the Pearls of Elul. We're on day 17 right now, and we're making our way towards Rosh Hashanah and the high holidays. A lot of self-reflection, and so if you've been following along, the first week I talked about biblical examples of making mistakes and and teshuvah and the change that was made afterwards. And yesterday I started talking about more modern examples. And so today I want to talk about the actress Lea Michele. Now, for those who were at Temple a couple of years ago, I actually highlighted her story in one of my sermons, and I want to talk about that just for a moment because Lea Michele, who I don't know personally, but like many many celebrities, rose to prominence, and of course, once you're a public figure, at times stories come out, and one of the stories that came out, I'm sure she's not proud of it, is that on the set of Glee, where she was one of the incredible actresses, really a very talented voice. She was dubbed as like the next Barbara Streisand, but on the set of Glee, that she was, at times a very toxic character and somebody who would bully other people who were on the set, and it was a really problematic situation. Funny Girl, which tells the story of Barbara Streisand, was supposed to be put on for production. She was the logical, the first choice for this, but because of her actions in another setting, she was passed over for it. And there are many who looked at that and said, well, what's it going to be? And they looked at Lea Michele and they said, what are you going to do? And I'll tell you, she took the 3 steps that we expect when someone's going to make this type of change. The change that we talk about, teshuvah, that we talk about at this time of the year, right? One is to acknowledge that you had done something wrong, right? The second thing is to seek out people and to apologize, and not just say the words, but really mean it. And the third would be, in likewise situations, not to do it again. And from what I understand, Lea Michele was canceled at one point, but then after she had done that internal work, she was actually given the role in Funny Girl at another time, and at the time that I gave the sermon, I think it was playing to rave reviews. That year that I gave the sermon, I also said, wouldn't it be incredible if there was a 4th step? So I want to put that out as a 4th step. And that is, if we consider that in ancient times we would make a sacrifice, I'm not asking people to do that, but we would make a sacrifice to also help the world be a better place. Recognizing that we made a mistake, maybe there's a way that we could give to help make things a little bit more right in the world. I remember saying at the time that maybe Lea Michele could have given to one or another, I'm sure they exist, tzedakah project in the theater world to try to encourage there to be more understanding and less bullying. Again, I'm pretty sure that that exists. Maybe you know what that is. But I just wanted to put it out there for what it's worth, because I think that her story really is an example, a more modern example of teshuvah, of examining what we did, realizing that we all make mistakes, because we all make mistakes, saying that we're sorry, and then setting ourselves up to do differently. And maybe also taking that 4th step. Now, you may want to talk about some of what your favorite tzedakahs are, the favorite places that you give in order to make the world a better place. Or maybe you want to reflect on another example that you know. Whatever it might be, I hope that this example illustrates some of the work that we're talking about. And yes, certain people do live more public lives. And yes, we talk about them. Sometimes we look at them for the bad examples that they create, but then there's also follow-up to that and the good that people can bring to the world even after they've done wrong. Let that be a lesson for us, and maybe again you want to share some of your comments or thoughts with me, but we'll see you again tomorrow with lots of blessings. Take care.